Joining us again live is a presidential aspirant, Mr. Jack Rich. Welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yes, you're one of the more than 20 aspirants now contesting for the presidential ticket of the All Progressives Congress. What's your chance?
Super high. Super high. You know what? Super high. Because your criteria for selection has to be based on success stories that each aspirant has got in terms of his life history, performances, and all that. It shouldn't be based on what people consider, politics, because this country needs a hand that understands the issues. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
The economy of this great country in 2023 will need an industrialist who started from ground zero. I started my life with 25,000 naira. Today, my business is more than $1 billion. The economy of this great country requires someone who understands the dialectics of both macroeconomic and microeconomic fundamentals.
Yeah.
The reason I'm saying this is that the population of this country will be 223 million by 2023. And the population growth rate is 2.5% net. That means 5.5 million every single year will be added to the population by 2023. So you have a 223 million population plus a projected population of 22 million. You need a president that understands how to create jobs to engage the teeming youth. Right now, the dependency rate is about 78% of the population. So it means by 2023, you will have a population deficit that you need to convert into the economic value chain. So Jack Rich is a solution for this great country.
All right, Mr. Jack Rich, I would like to ask you this. Before you win the presidential election, you must first win the vote of your party. You are a successful businessman, no doubt. But how good are you at party politics?
Well, part of politics has to be fair and just. You know what I'm trying to say? Well, I've been a member of this party since 2014. I've only been a behind-the-scene player. And 2019, I became more visible. So I have good relationship with all the stakeholders in the party, and they know me very well. They know the roles I played, wonderful role that I played, and I believe strongly that, what they want is a good man that can turn the economy around, not someone that is a super politician that doesn't understand the dialectics of microeconomy or macroeconomy, because the politician will need to spend, and the politician will need to earn. So how do you know how to earn for you to spend? It's important. Listen, our GDP is 176 trillion naira. If you adjust that to inflation, it's just 73 trillion naira. So where did the rest go to? Over 100 trillion. What did it go to? Inflation. Supply side inflation. The economy's dependency on the economy is too heavy. So you need a president that can adjust the numbers, reduce that inflation, balance the economy, create a lot of employment, identify new economic pipelines and hotspots, so that the teaming youth, when they graduate with the requisite skills, they can come in and have a job and then have a future that is prosperous.
Okay, let me still bring you back to what is happening here today. We have seen attempts by your party, the All Progressives Congress, trying to prune down the number of aspirants. We don't know what number they are trying to reduce it to, but they are expecting that when it gets down to the wire, some aspirants will pull out of the race and maybe just abandon their presidential aspiration and in the interest of the party and support other aspirants to emerge. Are you one of those, or would you, if you're prevailed upon by the leadership of the party, to step out of the race? Would you do so?
Well, I want to let you know something. Let's take away politics. We need to think about Nigeria first.
So
the guy that you're asking to step aside or whatever, withdraw from the race, what is the criteria? Listen, I've never been a governor before, but I have a process that established and operate what the consumer spend. Let's think about Nigeria first. Not about because this guy is my friend. Not because he's a governor or former governor, because he's your friend. You design, a system to skim out those who have value to add to the party. This is a progressive party. It's not a party for one, friendship and all that. This is not time, because of this country, to compromise the best for friendship.
So what was your reaction when you heard that Senator Ahmed Lawan is the party's consensus candidate, when the party chairman, Senator Abdullahi Adamus, made that declaration?
No, I didn't react because, you know, the party will, you know, do stuff in a manner that pleases the party. But what I'm trying to say is that, yes, a lot of people said my face is not that, you know, popular, but listen, this country will be bleeding in 2023. You need a man that can turn things around. Listen, I belong to over 75% of the population of this country. I belong to the youth population. You need the youth to vote massively to win the election. You need someone who has done something in the Northwest. If you go to Kano State, for example, you see my footprint. I've done a lot of intervention in Kano. If you go to Kaduna, I'm building 356 abolition center for the Sultan Bello Mosque. If you go to Katsina, you see my footprint. If you go to Gombe, you see my footprint. You go to Sokoto, you see my footprint. You go to, you know, all over the Northeast, Northwest, North Central, you see my footprint. You go to Enugu, you see my footprint. So what I'm saying is that we need to elect someone that is electable, someone without baggage. You need to elect a producer president so that when he comes in, he will be able to turn things around. Not a president that when he comes in, he blames the former president. Listen, you don't need a president that when he votes into power, Buhari won't sleep when he's gone. We need a president that can make sure that the president goes sleep and he's super okay. And I am that person. Listen, we need a success story for this country. You need to be part of history. Voting Jack Rich so that Jack Rich become the youngest first executive president Nigeria ever produced.
All right, then.
And I believe that's what delegates should know about.
All right, then.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jack Rich, and wish you the best.
Thank you.
All right.